From WTDG Toledo, Bridges, with your host, Doni Miller, connecting our community with information about issues and opportunities.
Hey, good Sunday morning and welcome to Bridges, and happy Father's Day to all you guys out there who are lucky enough to be dads. Have a great day. This is your day. Listen, I bet you rarely think about the importance of a bank account. Well, you know you should. And we're going to tell you why today when we're talking to the Executive Director of Bank on Toledo, Mr. Norris Finlay. Welcome.
Thank you.
It is so good to have you here.
Most definitely glad to be here.
This is a really critical program. In fact, we at 13 ABC actually brought this program to the attention of the community about the same time last year. So you guys have been around for a long time.
Yes, definitely. Actually approaching our 1-year anniversary on June 21st.
And that's important to the community. Why? Why is this an important program?
It's huge because financial literacy really builds the foundation of the economic development of any region, of any community. Bank on Toledo actually is modeling a concept that started in San Francisco back in 2008, where they said, you know what, there's a lot of people who either don't have bank accounts or have bank accounts and are not fully utilizing them, which are called unbanked or underbanked individuals. It's actually an alarming statistic that on average, $829 a year a person will spend just cashing paychecks.
At those check cashing
payday loan places,
payday loans, what I'm trying to
carry outs, any place. If you do not have a traditional bank account where you're not being charged a fee each time you cash your check.
Yeah.
Exactly. And over $40,000 in a lifetime.
Well, you know, but what do you find to be the reason that people don't have bank accounts? Because it's a pretty simple process.
Definitely. Well, first off, a lot of people have fear of banking institutions. They feel that only wealthy people have those type of accounts, so they never bother to go and get one. You have other people who maybe have messed up an account before.
And think that it's not repairable.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
And I have heard so many people say, I want to know where my money is. I want to keep my money with me. You know,
Right.
I don't trust those places.
And that's a very dangerous place to have your money. In wakes of recent history, you think of some of the natural disasters that have happened. Imagine if you had all your money under your mattress.
Right.
A tornado came,
Right.
a hurricane came. How are you supposed to access your funds?
Absolutely.
You're out of town, traveling, something catastrophic happens. Theft. People know that you keep your money in your home. You're definitely going to be more likely for someone to break in. Different things like that people don't really think about. The security of a bank account, understanding that that money is insured, is huge.
It must be huge because many people and organizations in Toledo have come to support this Bank On effort.
Yes.
So it's not just Fifth Third Bank or Huntington Bank or the credit union.
Yeah, we have 11 participating banks and credit unions.
Yeah,
actually,
let me read the names for those of you who might want to know who's involved in this. Charter One, Directions Credit Union, Fifth Third Bank, First Merit, Huntington, Key Bank, PNC, the State Bank and Trust Company, Toledo Urban Federal Credit Union, Great Lakes Credit Union. And these folks are all involved because? Basically
because they see the need. They see the demand for such products. Of course, you drive around on for as many banks as you see just as many what we call alternative places, such as the payday loan, advanced places. And the banks realize just how much people are misusing their funds and how much their institutions are misunderstood. And there's also several different categories of people that you wouldn't think don't have bank accounts or don't utilize bank accounts, but there's a great need in those areas.
Who are those people?
First off, you have young people. Young people that are newly getting into the job market that never established a bank account. Then you have, on the other end of the spectrum, you have elderly people that have never had a bank account. They had the money in the jar, money under the mattress mentality. And then you have, nowadays, a lot of people that are in transition. Career transitions, been laid off, maybe making less money, that now are using other vehicles of getting cash just to make it through. So a lot of people kind of imagine people that don't have a bank account as people that are just down and out. And that's not the case at all. There's a lot of people going through transitions in society that need the support of a financial institution and the financial literacy that comes along with the Bank on Toledo program.
So in addition to helping you open an account, does Bank On provide other services?
Most definitely. With Bank on Toledo, you have access to free financial literacy courses that run the spectrum of almost anything you can think of because it's driven by need. FDIC Money Smart is the core curriculum that they use as far as establishing your budget patterns and the way that you look at your finances. But on top of that, I mean, they have everything from how to repair your credit, how to systemically get out of student loan debt, will and estate planning, a lot of things that people need when they see a need for it. Yeah. By us having a relationship with all of these financial institutions, it's very easy to pull someone in to teach a class or to come into your business and teach your employees about any given topic. So it's truly an asset to the community, and it's free.
You know, that is such amazing news because, quite frankly, especially when it comes to student loans, you know, folks graduate from school these days with huge student loans, and you feel like you're kind of out there on your own trying to manage it, and there are ways to manage that. Huh?
Exactly. Exactly. It's all about knowing how, and really I think that's where the literacy portion comes in. A lot of people mismanage bank accounts, which makes them think that bank accounts are expensive, when actually mismanaging the account is expensive, but properly managing it saves you a tremendous amount of money over the course of your financial journey.
At the end of the day, this is a fairly convenient way, isn't it, as well, to manage your money. It's a lot more convenient than actually the money under the mattress.
Most definitely.
You got to pay bills, and how do you pay bills with the money under the mattress? You're getting money orders, or you're going to the places to pay the bills. And having a bank account allows you access to online services?
Definitely. That actually is critical nowadays. When you take into account postage, like you mentioned, you're going to a place, walking in a place to pay your bills, most likely they're going to charge you an additional fee on top of your bills already. That can add up. I mean, you're looking at $30 to $50 a month just to pay what you already need. So nowadays, majority of these institutions, all of them have online banking, which is phenomenal. You take the elderly person that maybe can't drive anymore. Sure. Instead of paying a cab or paying someone else to run you back and forth to the bank, you can get online, pay all of your bills, see what your account balances are, keep track of them, know when something's coming out. We all know there's nothing worse than writing a check and not knowing when that check is going to clear. It's just kind of floating out there in limbo. And that's one reason why a lot of people's accounts actually go into the red, because they lost track of what had cleared and what hadn't cleared. With online banking, you can instantly see where you're at.
That's such a good point. It's a really good point. Let's talk about it. We have a little bit of information I'd like to put on the screen, David, that tells folks how easy it is to open an account, actually. There you go. It's just that simple, right? You find a participating partner, a bank or a credit union. Pretty simple to do.
Exactly.
Do you need to go in and especially say, I want Bank on Toledo services?
Yes, we would like for you to do that. Please walk in, take a brochure if you have one, or a referral card, or simply say, you know what, I heard about this Bank on Toledo program and I'm interested in opening an account. Okay,
so you do that. You ask them about opening an account, as you've said. Also, you have to take identification.
Yes,
I saw that.
Definitely.
What kind of identification works?
Well, of course, driver's license, state ID cards.
State ID works. It doesn't have to be anything like a birth certificate or anything like that.
Correct.
Does it have to be picture ID mostly?
Mostly, but of course, we have a large Latino population in Toledo, and the Nueva Esperanza is a partner in Bank on Toledo, and they have certain instances at their bank or their credit union where if you have Social Security issues or different things like that, they can kind of work with you so that you still can open up an account.
Norris, let me ask you, for those people out there who have had bank accounts in the past and they've not managed them quite well, and maybe they owe fees from the mismanagement of the account, and it's really easy to mismanage an account. Definitely. And so people do this with the not meaning to do anything inappropriate. Is there a way for them to open an account?
Yes. A lot of that has to do with their check system score, which of course when you open a bank account, how you manage it or mismanage it is all tracked similar to a credit score.
Really? I didn't know that. It's called a check system
check
score?
systems, correct.
Okay.
So if you have a check system score that's kind of low, what they'll do, they'll say, okay, go take this class. Complete this course. It may be one class, it may be a series of classes, and at the end of the class, you'll get a certificate. You bring the certificate back in, and at that point, they'll say, now you can open an account based on the financial literacy that you've acquired, because that literacy is going to greatly reduce the chances that you will mismanage an account again.
That's really good to know, because I know that is a major issue for many, many people who, you know, had not the best experience before and think that they can't go back. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you.
Any last words for folks who are listening to you?
Definitely. I would just like to let everyone know that Bank on Toledo is about access. And oftentimes we think about the haves and the have-nots, and that generally comes down to what they know and what they have access to. Bank on Toledo is providing access to these financial vehicles for everyone. And
it's also a better way for you to take financial control of your life. If you want more information about Bank on Toledo, you can call United Way 211, who's also a partner in this effort, and the number that you see on the screen, 1-800-650-HELP. Thank you so much for joining us today. We'll be back and talk to you again. Don't go away. Definitely. Please, don't you go away as well. We'll be right back.